Hey, what's up? First video of 2021. Happy New Year. And today we are checking out the one and only Strymon Iridium. Now you're probably wondering why I have the Iridium only in 2021. Well, first, obvious reasons, it's 2021. It's not too late to get one of these amp modelers. And in case you don't already know, the Iridium is a amp and cabinet simulator. And this is particularly useful for people like me who use analog stomp boxes. If you use pedals and you don't have, a multi-effects that can go straight into a PA system, this is really useful. So at the moment, the Iridium retails for about 1,660 Malaysian ringgit. That's about 399 USD. So 1,660 Malaysian ringgit. That's about 399 USD. It's not the cheapest pedal out there, but for what it does, or supposedly what it does, we'll find that. But let's check out what you get in the box. It's a really nice box actually. It's just black and white, really simple. Strymon stuff. You know, Strymon stuff is always going to be good. So first things first, you have the Iridium paperwork. You have the pedal nicely packed, and cables and accessories in its own box. You do get some Strymon stickers, or one Strymon sticker, and some rubber feet. So that's basically it. Here you have the pedal. And it's plastic, and there you have the Strymon Iridium. So that's pretty nice. I mean, it's actually really small. I mean, if you guys know Strymon pedals, they're pretty large, especially the Timeline, Big Sky, and all that. But this one, you know, it's really compact, palm of my hand. So it's nice. I like it. It's really lightweight. It's got a nice black finish. You've got your knobs nicely laid out there. Everything's pretty straightforward. Let's see what we have. We've got drive, we've got a knob for bass, we've got a knob for middle, treble, level, and room, which is supposed to be a room modeler, basically giving you a little bit of depth in the sound to simulate a room. You have two foot switches, obviously, one for turning it on, one for your favorite, I'm guessing. You've got two toggle switches here that go three ways. The amp, you've got three settings. You've got round, chime, punch, and the other one gives you a cabinet simulator, A, B, and C, which I believe you can load in your own cabinet simulations, your own cabinet IRs. But hey, looks great. I mean, this is really nice. And it's really lightweight. It doesn't take up much space on the pedal board, I'm assuming. On the back, we've got a few things. We have the in, your out, left, and right. You have an expression or MIDI. You have a USB for connecting to your computer. You have a stereo switch, a mono or sum. A 9-volt DC powers this. You'll need about 500 milliamps for that. I think it's written somewhere here. 500 milliamps somewhere. Yeah. You've also got a headphone jack for when you want to monitor it directly. So here it is, built in the USA, very nice. So let's see what else comes in this packaging. You have the cables and accessories, I'm guessing. It'll be nice if it does have a power cable. This is my first Strymon pedal, so I know. You have some boxes, but you don't have a Strymon pedal. It's good to have one. It's always good to have one. It's just, you're not that cheap here in Malaysia. So, okay, you've got your power supply. And, okay, so this is a 2-pin plug. It comes with its own power supply. You can plug it in, lock it in there, and that's pretty nice. Okay, that's cool. That's the click. Besides that, we have a USB cable, of course, for you to connect that to your computer if you don't already have one. It is the older kind of USBs, so it's not, say, your USB-C. I mean, you probably don't need a USB-C for this, but hey, it's 2021, right? So why would you need something like this? Why would you need the Strymon Iridium? So like I was saying, if you have analog pedals and pedals that usually you put in front of an amp. This is gonna enable you to basically hook up your analog pedal board, analog being stomp boxes, to a PA system, direct into a sound system at a venue, or you can just use it to plug it into your computer, into your DAW if you're doing home recording. And as of late, most of us are stuck at home anyway since 2020. About a good time to get this to convert all our awesome pedals into digital signal to go into the computer, especially for silent recording. I mean, I have an amp and I use my amp a lot, but sometimes it calls for you to be a little bit more quiet if you have late night recordings, or if you're in an apartment, or if you stay in a place with thin walls and you don't want your roommates or housemates to complain about the noise that you're making. So it's always good to have one of these. So I'm going to test this out against a multi-effects and also through a computer software. That should be interesting. So the knobs are great. The knobs feel really nice. They turn very well. I mean, this is the first Strymon pedal that I actually have. So yeah, the Strymon Iridium is basically exactly what it says it is. Yeah, so supposedly sounding like world-class tube amps with matched speaker cabinet and all that stuff. In a great sounding room, that's what the room knob is for. So yeah, I mean, supposed to sound really awesome, supposed to make you feel like you're actually there recording through an amp, a tube amp specifically. But we're gonna test that out with some sound samples later. Now the cool thing about this is it has 2 outs, which means you can send a stereo signal out. So that's like simulating 2 amps or getting that kind of stereo width in the sound, which is always a concern for me because a lot of times digital signals, they always sound very narrow. Of course, modeling has come a long way, and hopefully we'll see a lot of great stuff coming out in the near future. I like how simple it is because you just turn the knobs, you just dial in the sound, you've got your bass, middle, treble just like on an amp, how much room you want, level and drive. Super straightforward for people like me, people who don't like to fiddle with menus. Of course, menus are great, you get tons of options with that. But this is just straightforward, so I'm looking forward to trying this out. And yes, it does draw 500 milliamps of power, so it is a little bit power hungry. So having a little closer look at the information that they provide, you have the round amp setting, which is actually based off a Fender Deluxe Reverb, and most of you who like Deluxe Reverbs will know that sparkly, nice Fender clean amp sound. You also have the chime setting, which is a Vox style AC30 kind of sound. That's great if you want to get the chimey cleans that Voxes are known for, and that's in your chime setting. And the third amp, the Punch, is basically based off a Marshall, like a Plexi style kind of amp. And they're very specific. They're saying 1959 Super Lead model number. So those of you who own one or who've played through one, you know what it sounds like. I personally don't own one, so I'm gonna assume it sounds pretty good. As for the cabinets that come preloaded with this, you get 9. You get a Deluxe Reverb 1x12, you get a Blues Junior 1x12, you get a Vibrolux 2x10, you get an AC30 2x12, you get a 112 Alnico by Celestion, you get a Mesa 4x12, you get a GNR 4x12, you get 2x12 vintage 30s, which is what I use, 112 vintage 30. And you also get a Marshall 8x12. So that's pretty good. That's I mean, honestly, if you have one sound and you have the sound that you always go for, it's just plenty for you to go through. But of course, if you want to get all kinds of your own custom cabinets or things that you've downloaded or bought online, I think you're welcome to look that in. Well, let's hook it up. So yeah, I mean, it's great for you to be able to carry this around, you know, get consistent tones. Tones that you set up at home will sound the same translated live on stage. Again, something that most of us are waiting to come back to. The music scene has been on hold for a while, especially the live music scene. But hopefully that's going to end this year. We hope for the best. But that's the Strymon Iridium. Hopefully this video helps a little bit. If it does, give a like, give a subscribe. If not, well, just give it a like or a subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. So stay safe, take care everyone.